Okay, good afternoon, guys. Um, you did a great job explaining your this semester's work on your diploma presentation. Um, I have a good news. This is the last lesson for you to watch for this semester for this hour class. Okay, and well, I was going to finish the prototype for my website, but I haven't. Um, what I was going to say is, even though I haven't finished it, making it look like it's finished is really important important thing to learn because when you meet, well, if you go for a design field, I mean design, if you get a design job at somewhere in companies, or when you go as a freelancer like me, explaining how it might look like and showing it on a uh, good looking presentation, it actually helps for them to understand how the product might look like, and also how much you can do in a short amount of time, even though you're not finished. So that was the point. I mean, let me explain the process I'm doing right now on this video. Well, I thought that if you click one of the menus, one of these keeper of light, water, savior, recyclist, these powers, as if one of the 7 superpowers, how should I show the content? I mean, the details of that power. And it was really hard because oh no, I'm like googling how to make a something look like a color wheel, and I googled it and found the tutorial on YouTube, and I'm following the tutorial to see how it looks like for my design. Okay, so watching tutorials is the big part of any design. You've got to watch many tutorials as much as you can and follow everything. I mean, follow the ones you like to learn something. So I'm still struggling to make that thing work. So as a result, to get the result of this, this Pathfinder tool, you have to try using it. Find other tutorials on this Pathfinder tool and to see how it works. It's really useful. So I'm getting these button like half arced square to make it look like this one. So my thought was, if you click one of these buttons, it will change color on mouse over or something like that. It might can show the details on clouds hover. Oh yeah, before I forget ideas, as I said before, you have to write it down. You can't trust your mind. You will forget it. Well, I'm sorry, you can remember it, but I forget a lot of, I do forget easily, so I wrote it down as a remembrance, and I'm looking at changing the roundings and changing the color, how it looks like, if it not sure if it will work, and I decided to not to. And now I'm putting something like an icon, logo, not logo, pictogram, something like a pictogram for the superpowers. So I'm looking for a book for the educational. I do study power, so graduation hat or book. For the icon or pictogram, you have to, when you're googling for ideas for a certain object, for certain elements, you can google it with I think you'll say it vector silhouette or vector icon, simple as your keyword to search for, so that you can easily easily copy the style or the way other people illustrated that object you're looking for. So okay, so now I'm googling air. How should I draw air? It's really it's really difficult. Why is it stopped? Okay. So I'm using the spiral tool to draw the air. Okay, like that. And turn on and off power. So I simplified. Now this process is really you can use Photoshop for this. I mean, taking out the simple vector file out of a from the PNG file. So I've downloaded the PNG for Power Button and separate the background and put them in on put it on my project. So watch mini tutorials. I've learned them. I mean, most of them from a tutorial. And if you click Control Y, you get to see these black and white. I mean, all the vector lines and roundings. You can see it, and it's easier to like select the thing behind a certain object. For example, well, if I have texts or any other things behind the background, you click Control Y and you can select the files, I mean the objects, easily. Okay, that's how you do it. And I'm still trying out okay, saving is really important. You've got to save, because these Adobe, but Adobe crashes if you have a 2 or a 4 gigabyte RAM. if you have bigger RAMs, it's okay, I think. Okay, and well, I tried to make it look like so I'm just sketching out how it should look like, how what could be the better choice for to put the content on this strange shaped object. So still couldn't decide on that part. Or now, because I was out of ideas, I went to the next one. So and I'm looking for my previous ongoing project. I was making a portfolio for myself, but I couldn't finish it. So I'm just copying copying what I've done before and put it on this one. Okay. For the user experience, if you have these lists of many companies, I mean these friend superheroes, you might want to find your own companies, or maybe certain companies that you want to look into in more detail. For example, if you want to look for a company that takes recycled, like plastics, you can like type plastic, and the website should show all the companies that receives plastic. So that's what users might expect. So I had to include a search or filter. Also, I was kind of couldn't decide on if it's better to put this a specialty drop down menu, because it might look because I thought it might look really long and not easy to navigate. So I actually there are more than 3 of them, so I had to get an idea from shopping sites again to see how they filter the certain products, like by brand, like how like with sale the products with sale and etc. And my final decision, still it's not final, but I kind of sticked with these shopping mall kind of check boxes. So if you click the air quality and like education or recycling, the website, the companies that's related with the selected one will look without less opacity. It should show. Where is it? You will see now. Oh, okay. I think I deleted the last part. Let me show you. Am I still recording? Okay. I guess I'm still recording. The final one was I thought it's better to, like, if you click on recycling, all the companies that related with recycling will appear without low opacity. That was the solution for my case. Okay, so I said in the group messenger, I said you have to submit 3 pages, and that is the first page here. First page of your design, whether it's app or video or animation or app, mobile app, it's your design, but you have to show the first thing that users see, first page users see, first screen that users see. Okay, and that would be the this page. And next would be one of the menu contents after the users clicked. For my case, it is if I click superheroes here, click, okay, then it might show, I mean not might, it will show this page. And the third thing you have to show is, third page you have to show is, as I said, what was it? Mouse over effect or pop-up menus, or any other the things that JavaScript does. So for my case will be this one. So as I said, if I click this one, specialty, and this white bar will appear, and if I click check the checkbox of recycling, the recycling companies will come out. So that this is the third page for my case. So for your cases, I hope you understood. Okay, and and for the animation, that bonus 5 point, that you can use the easiest method of showing a animation is PowerPoint. You might be laughing, but PowerPoint is really powerful when if you can work on this animation tool. It's really good. You should try it out. Okay, I wanted to make an animation. I wonder if it will work. Okay, I saved the long design, long part of. Wait a minute. Oh. Okay. This is a PowerPoint. Now, the animation I put is this one. It scrolls down. It kinda scrolls down. So it's the easiest animation you can make in a very short amount of time. What I did was I saved this long design of mine and put it on a one screen, and I gave it a animation of going up this lines, and effect option was going up. That's it. So you can also add the you can play with these tools, loops, shapes, and arcs. So if your no fill and outline is white, and you can make a mouse over effect here. So you make this selection pretty, and animation, not glow, animation and lines. So it's kinda, no, right. Okay, I'm showing you the easiest method. Oh, my computer is burning. Oh God. Okay, here. Okay, this will be the mouse play. Like this. You make this line much more prettier for your cases and make it look like you're interacting with your website, but it's all image and PowerPoint effects. You got it? Okay, so what I am expecting is this 3 pages. One, the first screen. Next is one of the menu content, and the third would be like after you clicked or mouse over or any other pop-up menu or anything. Okay, anything that moves with motion, with some dynamic, with color, etc. And you put it on. Well, PowerPoint is your choice. I'm just showing you the easiest way. You put an animation to get your bonus point, bonus 5 points, 5%. Like if you are 75, you'll get to have 80. Okay. That's it actually for our semester. You did a great job. I will post after you submit your files. I will post it on my page, I think. We will discuss it on the messenger. Okay. It was a nice having you in my class. Okay. Thank you guys. Bye bye.